Southside Home Depot is at the center of growing community frustration. Customers and neighbors say the store has become a magnet for migrant loitering and harassment.
Some residents tell us they no longer feel safe visiting this store. They're calling on the city and on Home Depot to step in. Our Tia Ewing has more.
Well, Scott and Dawn, it's not unusual, right, to see people outside Home Depot looking for work, but customers and neighbors say the crowds have grown significantly, now fueled by an influx of migrants. They say it's turned shopping and even just walking down 87th Street right near the Dan Ryan chaotic. Over the weekend, this was a scene outside the Home Depot in Princeton Park on Chicago's South Side, and it's drawing a growing concern. Complaints are pouring in from customers and neighbors who say they're being harassed by groups of alleged migrants crowding the parking lot. This video shows dozens of people gathered near the entrance, many of them, customers say, approaching cars and following people into the store in hopes of getting work. One customer told us it's become an unsettling experience just trying to shop.
The men, 4, 5, 6, and they're asking you, can I clean your car? Can I wash your windshield? And even when you're coming out, they like waving their hands for you to stop, like you've just hit them or something. And then they come up to you like they are contractors working.
So how did it get to this point? Well, residents and former employees say the issue escalated after Texas Governor Greg Abbott began sending migrants to Chicago. And since then, neighbors say trash has piled up. A street food vendor has taken over the sidewalk. People feel unsafe, and little, if anything, has been done to address this. A former Home Depot employee described it as a failure on the part of both the company and the city, saying the lack of action is only making things worse.
They're impeding on traffic. They're outside. It's just so many of them where, to me, it's unsafe.
All the immigrants, you've got the African immigrants over there, you've got the Haitian immigrants over there, you've got the Hispanic immigrants over there. At first, it was only Latino immigrants for a long time. Now it's African immigrants over there. Now it's Haitian immigrants over there. You can't sit here and tell me that there's no way that these people can get their work permits to start working on these affordable housing.
The Home Depot is responding to our story saying this: we have a long-standing non-solicitation policy at our stores. Our top priority is the safety of our associates and customers, and we invest significant resources in making sure they can work and shop safely. Our ongoing approach includes technology, personnel, and close relationships with local law enforcement and elected officials. Now, we do want to point out, we did see Chicago police out there at the time that we did record video, but nothing was done about that activity. An email and 2 calls were made to Alderman Ronnie Mosley's office. So far, we haven't heard back. Scott.
Okay. So, Chicago has a lot of problems, and their latest problem is immigrants, man. Immigrants. So apparently, a lot of immigrants got funneled through Texas up to Chicago. And we've seen this months back, even when they were saying that the Venezuelan immigrants were taking over apartment complexes out there in Chicago. But now, like, y'all already know how, like, okay, you go to your local hardware store, your Lowe's, your Home Depot, something like that, and there's usually a couple guys standing out there to the side, trying to get some work. And like the guy said in the video, it usually was just Latino immigrants, Hispanic immigrants standing out there. They wouldn't be too like in your face about it, but if they seen you walking out, you had a lot of wood or something like that, or sometimes people who were contractors or building houses or something, they would just go pick these guys up. They'll pick these guys up, and these guys will work, and they'll usually work for very low wages. So it was cheap labor. It was cheap labor. But now apparently the hustle has got expanded to all types of immigrants. So there's a bigger population of immigrants standing outside of these stores, and this Home Depot in the video, to be specific, right here, right? And they're saying it's Haitians, it's Africans, there's all type of immigrants that are, coming out here trying to find some work. And to me, I'm like, if y'all feel like it's that big of a problem, there is a number you can call. You can call ICE, and maybe they'll come out there, clean it up. But yeah, man, this is something we're probably gonna see more often around the country. Chicago is just one of those places where they aren't taking enough action, and it's almost getting to a point where them not taking action earlier, like some other states and places, because we see, like, up in New York and certain other cities and states, like, this would not be happening because the immigrants would be scared to even do it. I know, like, where I'm at in Lowe's, most of the immigrants, they are, like, if they are illegal, they are in hiding right now, because VA don't play, the Commonwealth state do not play. They will get you up out of there quick for sure. But yeah, so like here they are They're very low key. They wouldn't be out here like this, because if they were out here like this, law enforcement or ICE would definitely have been called. But seems like Chicago, they're so relaxed, and they already have I think their like law enforcement is like very, like they don't have a lot of officers. So this activity is just gonna keep going on. The customers feel like they're being harassed, and that's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, somebody has to actually, like, leadership in the government, the governor or like whoever is in charge of Chicago, they got to do something about it, because obviously the immigrants feel very comfortable coming to this place. And they're not just waiting for you to like pick them up anymore. They're coming to you. Like, they see you walking out with a bucket of paint, they pulling up on you like, yo, like, I can go ahead and paint that house for you. Give me a couple dollars and it's all good. Which, some people are cool with that. Some people want the cheap labor, but it never was like a everybody thing. Like me, I've never walked into a Lowe's or Home Depot ever in life and just got approached by somebody trying to do some work. So seeing that happen, or if I did see that happen, I would feel a little bit weird about it too. Like, I'm saying, I'm just coming in here to grab a couple nails or something to fix a door or something like that, and y'all all up in people's face. They trying to clean people car windows and all of that. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, it gotta be the government to fix the problem, or maybe if y'all got an ICE hotline out there, because literally like these guys are Haitian or African. I mean, they could very well be Latino as well. They could be Latino as well. So we're not just gonna say that, but is definitely more. Like, you usually just see your average very Hispanic looking. I don't even know what Hispanic looking is, but like your regular general like Mexican or wherever they was from. That's what you would usually see. Now it's everywhere. But remember, way back, I did react to a video, and it was like thousands of people walking across the border, and it was a guy interviewing them. And it was they were asking, the guy interviewing was asking all the people like, yo, what state you going to? And it was all types of people. You had people from India, Africa, Europe, Asia, Central and South America, from the Caribbean. You had all types of people walking across the border. And some of them were saying like, oh, I'm going to Chicago, I'm going to California, I'm going to Texas, I'm going to New York, I'm going to Indianapolis, I'm going to Utah. Like, they were going everywhere. So, until we get the border situation straight, this is going to only be more and more. And until we crack down on the ones that are already here, like I said, it's just going to be worse and worse. The economy is getting worse, and they already having a hard time finding work for themselves. And you can literally tell they are like immigrants. They all got backpacks on, which is probably all the items that they have. And they're sticking together. If they have a family member that's already here that has a house, best believe it's like 10 to 20 of them in that house. And if you live in an apartment complex anywhere in America, you know how it is, because you see them coming in and out. And like and it used to be they be in there, they having the parties on the weekends, turning up. Like I remember my old apartment, my neighbors were Dominican, and it'd be 3-4 in the morning, they still going hard, music loud, bumping. Nowadays, it's a little bit quieter. Because they not trying to draw too much attention to themselves in most places. But Chicago, they don't care. They outside and they are taking over. And the government got to do something about it. As always, love y'all. I'm out.